There's a new resident at number 10 Downing Street tonight. Today, Conservative politician Liz Truss officially became the new British Prime Minister. She met with the Queen in Scotland to accept her new post, and she delivered a speech promising the British people she's ready to fight the severe global headwinds that the country faces.
Now is the time to tackle the issues that are holding Britain back. United with our allies, we will stand up for freedom and democracy around the world, recognising that we can't have security at home without having security abroad.
Truss is taking over from former leader Boris Johnson. He announced he'd step down back in July after multiple scandals and a wave of resignations from his cabinet. It comes as the United Kingdom faces some of its toughest economic challenges in decades. Today, Truss said her three priorities are cutting taxes, dealing with the energy crisis brought about by what she called Putin's war, and improving health services. Our friend Wilfred Frost is with us tonight from London to break it all down. He's a Sky News anchor and a CNBC contributor. Wilf, how is she going to get all this done?
Eamon, very good evening to you. I mean, that is, of course, the massive question everyone is asking. Perhaps most interesting today is that she suggested as soon as Thursday we'll start to get her answer to the biggest issue she faces in the short term, and that is the soaring cost of energy. And the guide that we're getting is that it will be some form of bailout, that she'll limit the price rises from going any further for consumers and fund it from the taxpayer, not some kind of loan or something that people would have to repay. And when you pair that, Eamon, with what she has promised loudest of all on the campaign trail, a tax cut, you start to see why people are worried about the public finances, why the British pound is down some 17% year to date against the US dollar.
Yeah, you've got to get your money from somewhere. Over here in the US, we just really don't know all that much about Truss at all, really. Give us some political analysis here. Who is she? What's she trying to accomplish? I've seen some writing out there suggesting she's positioning herself as sort of a modern-day Margaret Thatcher. Is that who she is?
Well, potentially. I mean, interestingly, we don't know that much about many of her core beliefs and policy positions either. And why is that? There's this sort of mystique about her. Two key reasons that explain it. One is she's changed a lot of key positions during her career. Famously, when she was at university, she was a liberal who was against the monarchy. Today, she was appointed by the Queen to be a conservative prime minister. The other factor to it is she's seen as just being more of a pragmatist than someone that's deeply ideological. For example, she's favors small government and tax cuts, yet today we're starting to get hints that she's about to increase spending and intervene in the energy market. So we'll have to wait and see exactly where she falls, but she does have this reputation behind the scenes of getting things done. The question now is whether she can deliver it, occupying the most important built office in the country.
And Wilf, quickly, we've seen some of her cabinet appointments already. A lot of diversity there. Is she sending a message that way too?
Well, certainly a lot of diversity to celebrate. Most notably, of course, she's the third female prime minister now for the UK after Margaret Thatcher and Theresa May. And yeah, the top four offices of state now, prime minister, home office, foreign office and treasury, are all occupied now by either women or people from a minority background. The interesting thing is it's not actually being celebrated that loudly. It's almost as if people have become more accustomed to that at the top levels of government here in the UK now. Three of Boris Johnson's top four were from similar backgrounds. She hasn't picked them, though. This is the key point for their diversity. Her cabinet tonight, as it's taking form, very much seen as her picking loyalists, not a broad church, and it will be key to see if she can keep the whole of her party loyal to her in the weeks ahead.
Will, thanks so much.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.